Okay, hello. I'm gonna be continuing Phoenix Wright. Although, I started a bit late today, so I don't know how far I'm gonna get. But, like, I'm gonna try and make a decent amount of progress. This is episode 2. Gonna load this. Time is running in, or whatever it was. Beep, 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 beep. Detective, we made it! Ooh, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe. Oh ho, you said it, pal. It must have been a rock-solid security that scared him off. Would you mind opening the safe just to check? Ah, we've been had! Out front, guards, turn on the searchlights! Ha 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 ha. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ha 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 ha. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now. We shall meet again when the next moon is full. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Then I gotta get my chat up. My channel. And then mute the stream as soon as possible. Mute it. There we go. And then I'm going to where's pop out chat? There we go. Not pop out chat. Okay, now we can continue. October 11th, 3:24 p.m. Wright & Co. Law Offices. Oh hey, it's Maya. Hey Nick, get a load of this. Hey, are you listening to me? You can clean the toilet later. This is important. What are you freaking about now? Hee. Today will be the last time you talk to me that way. Huh? We're about to hit the big time. Big time? And what do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are... Ah, don't be silly. I'm talking about me and... Pearly, of course. Hello, it's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick. Pearls, you haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here, anyway? Hee, haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this. What's this, some kind of poster? Curane Village, isn't that... Further exhibition... The Sacred Urn at Curane Village. That's right, that's our hometown, Pearly and mine, that is. What's this about treasures from the boonies? Ha ha ha, very funny, you can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight. Tonight? What about tonight? The Treasures of Curane exhibit doesn't actually start until next week, but the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes, and then this Damask guy's gonna steal it. That's why I dressed up extra special today. What do you think, Nick? Heh. Same Maya, different day. This young lady here is Maya Fey, the younger sister of Mia Fey, my friend and mentor. First met her 2 years ago. I was working on the case surrounding Mia's death, and ever since then, I've been the one who's been helping, who has been keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes. Actually, that's just a cover for her true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium and a bit of a shady character. Hey, who are you calling shady? And this little girl is Pearl Fey, but I usually call her Pearls. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training herself. I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick. Curain Village is the home of the mysterious Curain channeling technique. And Maya here is the daughter of the Curain School of Channeling's master. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. Yeah, I already know Phoenix. I've seen her power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, alright. First to Nick, how long are you going to make 2 gorgeous women like us wait? Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I want to see the exhibit. Looks like I don't get a choice here. Might as well head on out. Added to the court record, it's like, what? The court record is just my inventory, though. Doesn't make a lot of sense, though, since we're not in court. October 11th, 7:18 p.m. Lordly Taylor, Main Exhibit Hall. Lordly Taylor, the city's fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Wow, this is awesome. Yeah, you can make even the cheapest junk look great. It all depends on how you display it. Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fey Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl. On a family heirloom? Say, Nick. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Alright. I guess we should go and say hello. Oh, now we get to actually control our character. What's with this big cushion? It's just lying around with nothing on it. Well, it must be for the greatest treasure of all. Greatest treasure? Is there something like that? Huh? Why, of course there is. Right, Pearly? Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I'll bet it would really take your breath away. But why isn't it there? Let's look at, this. Oh, Mystic Maya, look! I can't believe it. Ah, it's so cute. It's a little, diorama of the Curain village. Yeah, look at that. But somehow, it seems to reek of dreariness. Oh, Mystic Maya, it's your house. It even says Fey Manor on it. Yikes, you're right. Kinda want to add the famous in front of it. Don't do it, Maya. They might get mad. They're just a bunch of old urns. Are these really treasures too? Of course they are. This is a treasure exhibit, isn't it? Well, yeah, I guess so. So all it takes to be a treasure is age? No wonder nobody likes museums. What is that? That looks suspicious. I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Curain Village. This folding screen is the greatest of all the spirit channeling secrets. The 6-leaf Curain Sacred Writings folding screen. It's so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? Yeah, why? Why is it here? Piece of cloth with a ton of finely written characters jammed onto it. Probably esoteric knowledge only mediums would know. Let's see. Here's the title in English. 108 Ways to Save Money. I'm pretty sure the number has gone up since the last time I saw it. Well, we're always looking for new ways, you know? Being a medium sounds like a rough way of life. Do we see anything else interesting? Not really. So let's move to the basement warehouse. October 11th, Lord Lay Taylor basement warehouse. Yep, this is a basement warehouse, alright. This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time. And then someone jumps out. Don't be scared, Pearly. I'll protect you. And then Maya's gonna freak out, also. Oh, Mr. Wright. Eek, a monster! You were right! Huh? A monster? Good evening. It's good to see you again. Ah, it's whatever her name is. I really don't remember her name. She was like the manager of that guy who we tried to get innocent, but he was actually guilty. So we lost. I think that was like the last trial I did. I don't remember her name though. I'm sure she'll tell us. I know you. Haha, nice to see you again too, little miss. Ah, hello. Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly? Nice to meet you. I'm Adrian Andrews. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. I'm also responsible for the security arrangements. Oh, nice to meet you. That's right, because Maya wasn't there. She was kidnapped by the killer. At the beginning of that one. And then he tried to get, who was it? The Nickel Samurai? Try and get him innocent, but it didn't work out. Adrian sure has changed since we last met. So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away in here. Okay, I'm gonna save for no reason. There doesn't seem to be any point to saving necessarily, but I do it. Let's first examine. Nothing. Nothing. There's, like, nothing for me to examine? There's seriously nothing here. No, I can't even examine. Oh, burr. Looks like a part of a big signboard. All I can read on it is the burr. Aha! I've got it. Maybe it's supposed to say hamburger. Maya again with the hamburger obsession. Why would anyone write hamburger that day? Like, maybe for the World Hamburger Festival or something? I kinda doubt it. Aha, I've got it. Maybe it said... spaghetti. What? Why are you talking about food? Oh wait, that's normal for you. Anyway, it says burr. There's no way it could be spaghetti. Well, maybe it was a typo. Might have said spaghetti festival. What do you think? I wonder what it is in Japanese. I wonder if spaghetti is the one they use first, and then they use hamburger. Because it doesn't match. Wonder if that's how they do it. I liked when they broke the fourth wall at one time, though. Okay, to me, besides, spaghetti is the only thing more tangled than your reasoning. Okay, we can look at this computer. This computer looks like it's hooked up to the security camera, though. And that means what? The camera is set up to take a photo of anyone who goes in or out of the storeroom. That sounds important. Then the data from the camera gets uploaded to this computer here. That's what... I see. That's some pretty high-tech stuff. That seems important. But... I don't care. Yeah. It's a security camera. It's trained on the warehouse door. It's set up to take a picture of anyone that enters or exits the door. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure, they say. Okay. There's a ladder here. Look, a ladder! That's a step ladder. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based off on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Why do I feel we've had this exact same conversation before somewhere? I don't know. Probably had. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's the door to the actual storeroom. I can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Really? Let's go in, I want to take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. Unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in there. Did you hear that, Nick? We're unauthorized personnel. Why are you telling me that? Can slide. Why am I pressing shift? I want to press left. Is she gonna write unauthorized personnel only? Sounds like something Maya would do. Wait a second. Ani? Excuse me? Burr? Ani? I'm not sure. I'm assuming this is just like... That wouldn't make sense either. I was like, this must be how they alphabetically organize things, but like... I mean, it looks like it spells out organized, but like... So why is there pink here? Kind of weird place to have pink. Anyway, let's look at this. It says organi. No, it doesn't, Nick. It says organized. You just can't see the last two letters. Yeah, well, I guess no one else could read it either, because this place is a mess. Yeah, you must feel right at home, huh? Wow. Wow, Maya. Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Amy, right? Yes, that's a statue of the woman who invented the curing channeling technique, Amy Faye. This statue is on loan from one of the training halls of the Faye branch family. In fact, it just arrived this morning. A statue of the founder of the curing channeling technique is holding it. The shit. I don't know how to say that. What's that creepy looking thing she's holding? Don't ask me, how should I know? Well, you are the future master, right? Maybe so, but this is the first time I've seen the statue. That thing is the curing Shito. It's a ceremonial sword. I'll just call it the ceremonial sword from now. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp. Aw, phony. Aw, phooey. I wanted to cut something. What are you eyeing me for? Why is Maya always, like, so ridiculous? Why is there paint everywhere, also? What are these boxes? Why is there so much stuff over here that just isn't helpful? I think we gotta talk to, what's her name? Adrian Andrews to progress, so let's get out of here. And present her my badge. I owe a great deal of thanks to that badge. It's the only reason that I'm still here today. Oh, come on now, that's not true. I think what Nick means to say is, it wasn't thanks to the badge, it was thanks to me! That sounds like I'm bragging even more. Tell the truth, Nick. I know that's what you were thinking. No way, Maya. So what about this? Sorry, I can't be of more help, but I really don't have anything to say about that. How about your poster? I wanted to do something nice for you and your friends, Mr. Wright. That's why you arranged this exhibit? I knew that the Curane village was the hometown of your assistant, Maya. I thought it would be great to let the world know about it too. But that's not exactly thanking me, per se, is it? Maybe, but who'd wanna see an exhibit on the treasures of Phoenix Wright? I guess I can't argue with that one. That might progress the story, so let's just have a chat with her. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a huge exhibition like this must be very tiring. Well, Lordly Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year. The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums. Can't speak today. Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearly? The finest museums! Yes, I did. That's really wonderful. So this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh? Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here. The security guards are all very highly trained as well. That sounds good. So what is with that face she's making? Something happened. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright? Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman? Why are you freaking out on me? What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up, that's all. Mystic Maya, you shouldn't let him off the hook so easily. Please, Maya, don't say anything that'll needle pearls further. Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. It was something that happened 7 months ago. You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case? Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Did that escape your memory, Nick? After that, I quit being a manager and started this job. Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us. No, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened. Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life. I really am grateful. Ooh, that's a relief. Oh, look! It's already 8. Have you all eaten yet? Well, actually, I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on the 12th floor. Why don't we all dine together? Oh, I like the sound of that. Dine. Sounds so fancy. I'll have the kids' lunch. Ha ha ha. Pearly, it's dinner, not lunch. Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kid's dinner? Okay, in that case, 1 kid's dinner for me. Haha. Shall we head upstairs then? I wanted to ask you about the statue again. After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined. Yeah, she was not happy in her previous job. That the very next day something terrible would happen. Nick, this is terrible. The statue is stolen? What the? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak. Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time. I'm going to turn on the TV. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced that they believed it was the work of the renowned phantom thief, Mask Demask. It's kind of a lame name. Mask the Mask? According to a spokesperson, Lord Lee Taylor received a threat letter some days ago. This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only targets rare treasures. Lord Lee Taylor? Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet. Treasure? Lord Lee Taylor? You don't think... Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask Demask. Our most valuable treasure. The Curane's Sacred Urn was stolen. What? Let's examine. Because we can just do this still. There's a giant building outside the window. It's the Gatewater Hotel, a high-class luxury hotel. The chain is getting so rich that they bought a whole chunk of the next town over and started building a huge theme park. It's going to be called Gatewater Land. And to think 2 years ago, it was just a little hotel for businessmen. That's some nice story there. Charlie, a quite decorative plant. Phoenix is named the plant. When she was alive, Mia really loved it. She even went so far as to make it our mascot. It must have been nice to be a plant, being able to just sit in the sun and photosynthesize. Hey Nick, no time for daydreaming. That's right, Mr. Nick, no time for daydreaming. Oh man, until I find that urn, you're not gonna give me a second of peace. But I wanna look at stuff. An old movie poster. Apparently this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it, a long time ago. Maya watched it recently and she said she cried all night too, which I guess is why it's back up on the wall. I'll have to check it out one of these days. It's my desk. I don't get to use it much, so the dust bunnies are starting to mount their assault. Maybe I should wipe them out with a few well-placed swipes of my cleaning rag. Hey Nick, are you trying to make me upset? Yeah, Mr. Nick. If you're worried about the cleaning, please leave it up to me. At least Pearls is good at cleaning. Guess I'd better go find that urn. Difficult-looking legal books stand in the formidable row. They mock me. Actually, I've neglected them for so long that they're covered in a layer of dust. Maybe I should actually try reading them once in a while. Hey Nick, this is no time for reading. Yes, Mr. Nick, you can always read later. Guess I won't be getting any read yet. But I wanted to look around. Stop bothering me. Is this thing really all that valuable? It looks kinda, well, junky if you ask me. It's got the soul of Mystic Amy, the founder of our channeling technique. So how much do you think you could get for it? What? Sell the Sacred Urn? You know, I never thought about that. Hey Pearly, make a note of that! Ways to save money, tip 109. Sell treasures whenever possible. Whenever possible, check. Somehow I think Maya is going to be searching for a buyer for a long time. You know, even I didn't know this statue existed until a little while ago. Didn't Adrian say it's from a Fey Branch family's training hall or something? Yes, there are actually a lot of training halls scattered all over the country, hidden away deep in desolate mountains. Why does it always have to be desolate mountains? It kind of seemed odd that I can talk to her and I don't have to look at this. So what's the point of this? Like, why do I have this? I wonder. What do I do? Okay, the toilet is shinier than the judge's head, so let's see what's next. What's wrong with you, Nick? What do you mean? What do you mean what to do? Mr. Nick, your beloved Mystic Maya's treasure has been stolen. Doesn't that even bother you? But I thought the urn was the village's treasure, so I don't see how... The village is Mystic Maya. She's the future master of the Curane School of Channeling. You know what I'm talking about, Mr. Nick. I won't let you say you don't. Okay, okay. I do, so what am I supposed to do about it? Isn't it obvious? Go and find the bad guy who did this. Yeah, and get the Sacred Urn back. But I'm not a detective, I'm a lawyer. That has nothing to do with this. If you're a real gentleman, you would find it for your beloved Mystic Maya. Man, oh man, there's no winning against Pearl's fairy tale image of love. So what's the name of this bad guy again? Mask to Mask, Nick. Make a note of it. Mask to Mask. Refresh my memory a little. What's this Sacred Urn? It's only the most important treasure in Curain Village, that's all. Look, it's right there on this poster. Don't you remember what's inside? The urn contains a very important soul. Namely, the soul of Mystic Amy Faye. Yeah, I already knew this before you told me. Which, how did I do that? I don't know. The founder of the channeling technique. Right, Pearly? Ah, yes, that's right. Hold up. I thought the urn had the name Amy written on it, but it says I am. Now it says I am. Any idea how that happened, Pearly? Huh? Well... Tiki, there are some things best left unsolved, wouldn't you say, Mr. Nick? She smashed the urn, probably. I don't remember what happened. That's right, 1 year ago. There was a murder in Curain Village, Maya's hometown. The Sacred Urn turned out to be an important clue in that case. One of the treasures of Curain Village, supposedly priceless. It looks like a plain old pot. Ah, it was terrible. I was arrested and everything. 1 year ago, the murder in Curain Village. A man was killed during one of Maya's spirit channelings. And this urn wound up being the key piece of evidence that proved her innocence. Mr. Nick? Would you mind not telling Mystic Maya about that? You promised, remember? You said you wouldn't tell anyone I broke the urn. Oh yeah, that's right. Now I remember, this urn used to say Amy on it. Until Pearls accidentally broke it into a million pieces. She tried to secretly fix it. Let's just say it didn't work out so well. Sorry, I'm not so good at arts and crafts. Spelling either. Anyway, this is how her gluing project turned out. Put the pieces together wrong, and now instead of Amy, it says I am. I can't believe no one's noticed until now. A whole year later. Can't believe it myself. I already read this. What does she say if I present her with weird stuff like this? Oh hey, it's my Magatama. What do you think, Nick? Isn't it neat? Sure is, being able to peek into someone's minds is definitely a nice advantage. What? How do you do that? What do you mean, you gave me this thing? Well, I knew Pearly put some sort of spiritual power into it. But I had no idea it would let you do something as cool as that. Some future leader you are. Next time you use it, let me know, okay? I want to see into people's minds too. So, what do you think about this? What about it, Pearly? I'm not certain. What do you think, Mr. Nick? Maybe 3 heads aren't better than 1. Let's go to the main exhibition hall. October 12th, Lordly Taylor Main Exhibition Hall. Right, let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy. It doesn't look like anything has been disturbed. Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy, huh? Hey, you can't poke around here, pal. Hey, it's Gumshoe. Wait a minute, that voice! Oh no, not him again! It's you! I'm the one who should be saying not again. Why is it that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal? I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? No, I should be asking you that. What are you doing here? Hanging around here? Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here Alright, we've got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already? Hello, it's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective. Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe, Detective Dick Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to try to remember it right. And if it's too long for you, you can just call him Dick. Okay, it's good to see you again, Mr. Detective Dick. Yeah. Good to see you again too, I guess. Is there any point in examining? I don't see anything different. That's like a kind of a problem. So let's talk to him. What happened? Mr. Detective Dick, can you please tell us about what happened? Oh, you're trying to remember my name. Atta girl, it's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, the thief stole something called the Sacred Urn. I know about that. Oh, well, the criminal's name is Mask Damask. I know about that too. Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? Well, guess I sorta kinda owe you guys in a way. The crime occurred last night around 1:30 in the morning. How exactly do you know that? Got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of the crime, pal. Said the urn was just stolen. The scene of the crime? You mean here, right? Wrong. That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement warehouse. Basement warehouse, huh? So who was guarding the basement warehouse? That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective. Ace detective? Hey, Detective Gumshoe, about this Mask Damask. Is he famous? What? You're joking, right, Nick? Mask Damask is the hottest thing since sliced bread. Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask Damask. So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh? And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night he was his 5th heist. If Lordly Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him at this time. What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the Sacred Urn? Of course I did. Guy always sends his calling cards before he steals something. Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on TV. Why do you call him an ace detective anyway? That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up. So, what's he like? Well, like I told you, Mask to Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back. Wow, that is impressive. All by himself? Yeah, I gotta admit, pal, maybe he really is as good as he says. Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us has ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. But Mr. Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief. Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now, looking for clues. So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card? Here it is. But don't show it to anyone, okay? It's top secret, okay, pal? What's this mark on the front? That's Mask to Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them. They didn't mention that on the news flash. We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. The only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem. That makes sense. When you get famous, there are always intimidators. Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday. Thanks, I guess. Here, take a look at my attorney's badge. Are you still showing that cheap little thing off? A real man keeps his mouth shut and carries a suave police badge, pal. To be honest, pal, there's something that bugs me. What's that? All of the other items that were stolen by Mask to Mask were ones even I had heard of. They were all world-famous treasures. The Tear of Emanon, or the Crown of Bongora. The Sacred Urn of Curine is famous too, right, Pearly? Of course. Everyone in Curine Village knows about it. Sounds like we've got an unpredictable thief on our hands. What about this? Sorry, pal. I didn't get much sleep last night and my brain's not really working right now. Somehow I don't think sleep would really fix the problem. Hey, keep it down. He might have really good hearing for all you know, and might get mad if he heard. I can hear everything you are saying, pal. For some reason, the poster and the urn are basically the same item. But I wonder if they have any differences. Remember, don't tell anything about anyone else about that emblem, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. Up until now, the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. It's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up. If you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away, got me? Yeah, sure. Basement warehouse. No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me chills. It's probably because it's air-conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know. Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos. Huh? What the heck does that mean? I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please, make yourself at home. Why is he wearing a magnifying glass? Who are you anyway? Shh, silence. I like that one. Hee 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 hee. Now I see, it's all becoming clear. What do you see? Zavari. The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, neither very advanced at their trade. Am I wrong? Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that? How, you say? The universal skeptic would say that how is nothing but a question... would say that how is nothing but a question of why. I'm not sure what he said there, but... I am a traveler of both time and space, and a swimmer of dreams. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it. Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. I introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me. Ace Detective. Oh, hi. Don't let him intimidate you, Nick. Stand up and show him what you're made of. The name's Wright. Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney. I'm Maya Fey. Ace Spirit Medium. And I'm, Pearl Fey. I'm Mystic Maya's cousin, and, Spirit Medium Ace Apprentice. I like how we all have Ace in our name. Excellent! Well then, shall we begin our little game? Game? Why does the phrase one short of a baker's dozen come to mind with this guy? Okay, let's save for no reason. Let's look at the crime scene. Tisk, Sir Lawyer, please refrain from such crude behavior. Huh? What do you mean? This criminal is an artist. The crime scene is a canvas upon which he paints. Only I, Ace Detective Atme, have an eye which is educated enough to read the signs. Could you translate that for me, Nick? I think you pretty much said, don't touch anything, amateurs. If there's something you wish to know about, you have but to ask Atme. But I know everything there is to know about my rival, Mask to Mask. What do I do now? Do you have any top secret information? Stuff that only a real crime buff would know? I'll think about what to ask while I listen to what Mr. Ace Detective has to say. So it's saying I examined both of these because I guess they're either the same thing or I just can't examine things. Yeah, I definitely can't examine things right now. So let's talk to him. And he's not here, so we're just gonna talk to this wall. So are you really as famous as you say? Of course. For a lawyer, you have a rather shocking lack of knowledge about the world. I had no idea anyone was left in the city that had not heard of me. Look at me. I am Mask Damask's arch enemy, the ace detective Luke at me. At this moment, there are two mighty figures which loom large over this grand city. One embodies the nefarious forces of darkness, and the other, the angelic cherubs of light. Boy, now I'm really lost. What is he saying, Nick? I have been personally on the heels of this villain since his first crime. After learning this criminal's patterns, I thwarted his very latest loathsome larceny. I even returned the target of his tyranny, the portrait of Megina, to the crime scene. And I did it all by myself. I took it back from Mask Damask with my brawny mind and brilliant muscles. Yeah, they mentioned it on the news, in the Great People Around the World segment. They said that the museum gave you an incredible jewel as a reward. Well, compared to the treasure that I retrieved for them, it's not much. So in the end, the only thing that makes you great is your own self-praise. Oh, tell us what you know about Mask Damask, and keep it simple, please. Like about how I have devoted my life to thwarting his dastardly deeds. Last night, here in the bowels of this store, we were locked in a most glorious battle. I see, huh? Hang on a second. You were here last night? Here? In Lordly Taylor? Naturally. Wherever Damask goes, you will find at me laying his elegant traps. Elegant traps? Or like Damask out-eleganced you and made it a beautiful getaway. But this time I allowed him to escape with the illusion of victory. I wonder if I should ask him about what happened last night in more detail. Can you tell us exactly what happened here last night? But of course. After all, I always say there should be no secrets between aces. Flattery will get you nowhere, Pinocchio. Its nose is very long. I first received the request for my services 20 days ago, and it was 10 days ago that we received Mask Damask's calling card. Huh? You were hired before the calling card even arrived? Yes, you see, the person who hired me is quite rigorous and thorough. That's Adrian for you. A mere 10 days after hiring me, her worst premonitions were realized. calling card arrived, right? Yes. So, ace detective that I am, I set a trap for the thief right in the warehouse, and waited for him, alone. Alone? But why? Why didn't you go to the police for help? Ridiculous! Why would I seek help from such a singularly useless group of nincompoops? You got a lot of nerve. After all, it was you that let Damask get away. I always operate alone, and concealed, out of the sight of others. Concealed? Precisely. Even the guards on duty here were unaware of my presence. To fool your enemies first, you must fool your friends. To fool your enemies first, you must fool your friends. There we go. It's my own original proverb. Anyway, back to what happened last night. As I was saying, I hid here in the warehouse and waited for the thief to arrive. But I swear to you, not a solitary soul came through that entrance. Nevertheless, the Sacred Urn disappeared. But that's impossible. How could it just disappear? How, you ask? Don't be ridiculous, sir lawyer. If I knew the answer to that question, I wouldn't be here. Someone who is seriously messed up his own stakeout. He's rather full of himself. So you're saying that even though no one came through those doors last night? I think they meant to put no. Saying that even though no one came through those doors last night, our precious urn still somehow vanished from under your nose? That's just not possible. I'm sorry, I can't be more helpful. I have no interest, save that of finding evidence against my arch-rival. Nah, it's okay. Nick's just a bit of a piddling evidence hog. That's his defense style. A piddling evidence hog, you say? In that case, I'd simply be wasting my breath. Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks, Maya. Why couldn't you have said I was a rival, and not a piddling evidence hog? I can use the Magadama on him. Not to fear, young lady. I promise I shall retrieve your urn. Thank you, Detective Atme. I'm counting on you. The final round between Detective Luke Atme and Mask Damask is set to begin. Still, there's something funny about this guy. Yeah, but don't forget he managed to retrieve the treasure from the last heist. Also, how did he learn about the calling cards? Yes, I even have a video that details my role in the whole affair. I recorded it directly from the news on TV. Can I interest you in a copy? No thanks. I'm sorry, oh yeah. Mask-to-mask calling card. It's got his emblem printed on it, right? You weren't supposed to tell people. Quite impressive, but I would expect nothing less from my arch-rival. I'm surprised to see you in possession of such a top-secret piece of information. Well, we've got an ace lawyer and an ace spearminum and an ace cousin apprentice here. Yes, indeed. I think I could learn to like you, my fellow ace professionals. I don't know if I really want this guy to like us, ever. Well, sir lawyer? I've been told that you are pursuing the mysterious thief. Well, I'm not sure what I would... That's right! We're going to find the Sacred Urn no matter what we have to do. Excellent. I will trust you. I permit you to take a look around while I investigate elsewhere. If perchance you should discover something of value, return then to my office. My Office of Earthly Delights. The At-Me Detective Agency. Office of Earthly Delights? Well then, sir lawyer, if you'll excuse me, I have much to do. Wait a minute. He's gone. I don't like the idea of doing this guy's work for him. Come on, Nick, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. Let's hurry up and investigate before he changes his mind. I want to go to his office, too. Take me with you, okay? Oh, we got music now. No open flames. Why is there just this big open area? Is this just so it looks cool? So what happened here? The Sacred Urn. That pathetic-looking wooden box. Ah, that's the box that had the Sacred Urn in it. Don't touch it. There may be clues to the thief's identity on there. Grr. I worked so hard to make that box. Huh? You made that poor excuse for a box, mate? What's that supposed to mean? That urn has always been on its stand in the winding way of Fey Manor. So there was no box suitable for it, Mr. Nick. And I was so proud of it, sniffle, sniffle, for my, maybe I'd have better, it would have been better if Master Mast had taken the box too. Wow, this is awesome! What did Miss Andrews say it was called again? Shito. It's literally 7-branch sword in just say 7-branch sword. It's 7-branch sword in Japanese, or so says Miss Andrews. Whoa, it's pretty heavy. One hit 7 times the fun. Pretty cashy, huh? I bet it'd sell like a hotcakes. One hit 7 times the fun. There's something about it that bothers me. Wow, you're really firing on all cylinders today, Pearly. The sword. Wasn't it Mystic Amy holding it last night? Ah. And another thing. The sword wasn't bent last night like it is now. Maybe that was Damask in disguise. You're right. Awesome, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from a little ace apprentice. From my little ace apprentice. The sword is bent, so that must mean last night someone used it somehow. Aha! I just thought of something. Maybe Detective At-Me smashed Mask Damask with it. Like this. Ow! What the heck? What do you think, Pearly? Think it's even more bent than it was before. What are you doing, Maya? You're destroying the evidence. Oh man, my head. My hair. Ceremonial sword held in the hand of Amy's statue. It wasn't bent before the crime. let's look at the computer and the camera a little later. I want to look over here. Look what you did, Nick. You spilled paint over here. I didn't do that. Well, it wasn't here last night. I would have noticed it a color this outrageous. It was there last night, though. There was some strange pink underneath the statue. But this paint has already dried up. Well then, you should have cleaned it up before it dried, Nick. Paint doesn't dry that fast. Besides, I told you it wasn't me. Looks like it's been several days since it was spilt. Hey, look at this. What is it? There's some kind of shape left in the bottom side of this stain. Huh? You're right. I wonder what it could be. But you just gonna not tell me what it is? It's obviously the bottom of this thing. This statue of Mystic Amy is so cool! I want a gold statue of myself. We could put it in the office. Hey, it's Wright and Co. How about a gold statue of me? Mr. Nick, I'm sorry, but I noticed something strange. Huh? What is it, Pearls? Statue of Mystic Amy. Was this where it was last night? Ah. I'm pretty sure it was closer to the door. Yeah, I think you're right. Great job, Pearly. I wouldn't expect anything less from my ace cousin. The statue was moved on the night of the crime. Mr. Nick, what's that big door over there? Looks like it's a door to the actual storeroom. Can see lots of big boxes and stuff back there. Guess that's where they were keeping the Sacred Urn. Remember, Maya, Miss Andrews said we're not allowed in there. It's a security camera. It's trained on the big door in the to the storeroom. It's set up to take a photo of anyone who goes in or out. A security camera? Yeah, go stand in front of that door and it'll snap your photo too, Pearly. Mystic Maya, do you think I should smile? Nah, it's for criminals. So I think you should make a really scary face. Like this. Maya, stop messing around! Hey Pearly, do you know what this is? It's a computer. A computer? Oh, I've heard of those. It has such a cute name. Looks like this computer is for storing the data from the security camera. When someone comes in or out of the warehouse, the camera takes a photo of them. It's probably the trap the detective set up. Let's see if we can find last night's data on this thing. We might even find a photo of Mask to Mask. Let's see here. Man, I really stink at working these things. What's wrong, Mr. Nick? You're sweating an awful lot. I don't know how to pull up the photos. I had no idea you were so pathetic with high-tech stuff, Nick. Yeah, well, I managed to print out a camera data anyway. Guess you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, right, Nick? Yeah, sure. Anyway, it looks like the camera only went off once last night. I want to know what the photo was. It only went off once? That's very weird. Because either someone entered and then left, but didn't actually leave through the same door. Some sort of hidden passage. Or they left, but they were already in that room. Somehow. Okay, I'm not really sure what to do now. I guess go meet that guy in his office. The Nickel Samurai, or the Steel Samurai? I think it's Steel Samurai ringtone. Hey Nick, your cell phone's ringing. Beep. Hello, Phoenix Wright here. Oh ho 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 ho. It's me, Gumshoe. Gumshoe, what is it? What's so funny? I'll tell you what's funny, pal. I finally beat him. I beat Mr. Ace Detective. Finally! This underdog is the alpha dog today. That stuck-up detective's met his match. Yup, I finally caught him. Lock, stock, and barrel. There's no escape for him. You caught him? Are you saying... You captured Mask to Mask? Bingo! Well, actually, he surrendered. But I still got him. Mask to Mask surrendered? Something fishy's going on here. That's great. So when can we come and pick up the Sacred Urn? Well, you see, I was gonna tell you. What, something wrong? Do you think you can swing by the detention center sometime? The detention center? He wants to talk to you. Mask to mask, that is. What? He wants to talk to Nick? I'll be waiting for you, pal. So get over here soon. The detention center, huh? So we could go to Admi's detective agency, but I think we'll just go to the detention center first, right? I don't know, I kinda wanna check out Admi's place. This is a detective agency? It looks more like a set of some B-grade horror movie. Hello? Is anyone here? Looks like nobody's home. What a waste of time. Hey, I know. Let's take that framed picture back with us as a memento. Maya always trying to steal stuff. Don't you dare, Maya! This we'll have to try back later. I want to examine this guy. Examine his monocle. Which is not a monocle. I can't. Press enter. What a creepy painting! It looks like he's looking right at me. Maybe we should put up a big portrait of you in the office, Nick. I can even paint it for you. Maybe you can pose while cleaning the toilet. I think I'd prefer something a bit more dignified. Hey Nick, what's this thing here? It's called a gramophone. In the old days, people used them to listen to music. You can't be serious. I think it's probably for purifying the air or something. I'll bet you 50 cents. Come on, what do you say? Forget it. You never pay up when you lose. A roaring fire. Whoa, it's a huge hearth. That's a fireplace. So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick. Right, sorry. Maya just always says that line. Has one impressive bookshelf filled with some very impressive books. My Life as an Ace Detective, Unabridged Edition by Luke Avme, Ace Detective. Hey, he's even got one of those ships in a bottle thingies. Oh, would you look at that? There's a little Luke Avme doll at the helm. How cute. There's a microscope here, too. I wonder if he was researching something. The glass slides have different names on them. This one says, Atme Virus. This guy is just dying to make a name for himself, huh? It's getting kind of irritating, actually. This is a weird, like, purple urn that's just, you know, with all this kind of, like, monochrome stuff. Seems a bit odd that it's there, but whatever. Desk is literally covered with all sorts of chemistry equipment. Maybe he's also a pharmacologist. Oh, I just love chemistry. Say, Nick, I bet you didn't know this, but water is made up of carbon and hydrogen. No, 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 not carbon. Oxygen. Oxygen and hydrogen. Oh, well, there are always alternative theories, I guess. If by alternative theories you mean ones that you make up inside that head of yours. Okay, that's all I see. Wait, can I examine that table? No. Let's get back on track. October 12th, Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Hey pal, welcome to the Detention Center. You're sure in a happy mood, aren't you? Yup, after all, we got masked Right, but so where's the Sacred Urn? Oh, sorry about that, pal. I guess I didn't really think about it before. But you're the victim in this case. Huh? Well, I guess I should let you guys hear the story straight from the horse's mouth. You know, he's right, Nick. He is? You think about it real hard, we are the victims. Well, I guess so, in a way. I'm so used to thinking of the victim as a dead person, 'cause we're always on murder cases. Excuse me? But anyway, I have to get the Sacred Urn back. Please, don't just ignore me. Who are you? I'm Mask to Mask. Okay? Hey, Nick, doesn't he look kind of, well, gangly? I'm Ron Delight, the famous Mask to Mask. I don't think this guy could punch his way out of a wet paper bag. Let's talk. So you're the Mask to Mask guy? Yes, you bet! No, that's wrong. You see, it's complicated. Sort of, yes. And sort of, no. If you know what I mean. Huh? What's wrong? Well, when I say wrong, What I really mean to say is that it's not right, per se. You see, it's not spelled mask de mask. It's actually spelled mask de mask. What's with this guy? Well, he's timid. A timid little weakling, we know that much. Don't do that. Don't look at me like that. I don't need your pity. And a major crybaby, too. So why did you give yourself up? Well, you see, it's because... well, I know why. It's because you stole such a priceless treasure. And now, you're overwhelmed with guilt. Am I right? Priceless treasure? That broken old urn? I have a little favor to ask. Yes? What is it? Could you go and talk to Desi? Desi? Look, we really want our urn back, so where is it? I'm sorry, I'll give it back, I really will, or maybe not. No, I can't. I can't make promises I can't keep. I'll just end up hurting people. Mr. Nick. I couldn't hear what he just said, especially the last part. Mr. Damask, do you think you could speak up a little? Yes, sir. I will, I promise. Or maybe not. See, I'm already speaking in my normal voice, so I really can't do anything. Mr. Damask, about the urn. Oh, yes, the urn, right away. Actually, no. I wouldn't mind telling you, but actually I'm afraid you wouldn't believe me anyway. Enough already, just tell it to us straight. Please, please don't yell at me. Huff, huff, huff. I'm sorry. That urn, I lost it. What? What did you just say? Did you say you lost it? Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, yes, I lost it. What do you mean? Well, you know, I lost it like I said, these things just happen. You're on the train and you get distracted and you forget your bag, you know? What? You forgot our sacred urn on a train? Wait a minute, you went on the train dressed like that? No, I was speaking hypothetically, that's all. Anyway, I'm sorry, I just lost it somewhere, I don't know where. This guy's story is more surreal than a Dali painting. Are you really sure this creep is masked a mask? My, I don't call him a creep. Although I do have to admit, I understand your doubts about this guy. Who is this Desi person? Please don't talk about my wife like that. I guess she must be his wife. Huff, huff, huff. I'm sorry, the truth is, it was my wife that told me to have you all come here. Do you think you could go and visit her at my hideout? Hideout? Mr. Nick, what does he mean by hideout? Oh, sorry, naturally I meant to say my secret base. Secret base? Well, my apartment actually... Palazzo... Pel Pepe... 3rd floor. Let's go, have a look, Nick. To Damask's hideout. Something tells me she just likes the sound of the word hideout. I'll be right back, I need to get some water. Okay, I'm back. So, let's present him some things. My attorney badge first. What do you think about this? I don't really think I can help you with that. No, that's not it. Well, the thing is, I don't really know if I can say one way or the other. I didn't really catch that. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. I'm really sorry I caused so much trouble. If you're so sorry, then you shouldn't have stolen it in the first place. But the only thing I did wrong was lose it. That's not right. I was wrong either way. I'm sure the owners of the other treasure feel the same. He sure seems sorry. Who would have imagined that such a famous thief would have such a pure heart? Oh, that's Mask to Mask's calling card. Why does he talk about himself in the third person? Pretty nice looking, huh? He looks so happy. I'm not very good at writing, you see. So I bought a book called How to Write Business Letters and studied hard. Well, I guess you could call thievery a type of business. Okay. Can I present him with this? No. You have to be told that they're lying. Or rather, they're withholding information to use that. So let's go to Damask's hideout. Wow, check this place out. Right, I just spilled water all over myself. No doubt about it. This is Mask to Mask hideout, alright. Who is it? Is that you, Ronnie? I like this music. It's like a remix of one of the past ones. Huh? Who are you people? Are you Desi Delight? That's right, I'm Desiree. Ah. Oh, you must be the lawyer and the victim. Yeah, that's us. Your husband told us to stop by and speak with you. I'm Maya Fey, and this is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. Nicky boy and Maya, huh? Can't tell you how grateful I am that you decided to help my Ronnie. Huh? Help? Well, you're welcome. Did she really call me Nicky boy? That's what you're focused on, Phoenix? Let's examine their... Oh, gee, there's just so much stuff in this. There's a whole bunch of stuff piled up over here. Duck and cover! It's a missile! Did you know there's dynamite in missiles? But they're not heavy enough to be real. Oh wait, they're just really well-made toys. What are these rolls of paper stuck in the trash can? Theft of the Mazarin Stone, the Great Albatross Strategy. Theft of the Immortal Goddess Statue, the Great Knuckle Bomber Strategy. Did the police even investigate this place? Oh, that's so cute. It's called a hot air balloon, you know? Wow, there's no fooling you. I want to make my own balloon now. I'll even let you ride in it, Nick. That emblem on the balloon is supposed to be top secret. That's proof enough that Ron Delight really is masked to mask. I'd better not tell Maya. She gets kinda scary when it comes to celebrities. It's a bunch of cheap costume pieces arranged inside a nice frame. Look, Nick, it's a fake beard! There's also a mask made out of cardboard. Here, Nick, try this on this fake beard. Come on, try it on. Hey, cut out! Now put on the mask. It's Phoenix the Mask! Let's borrow it for a while. No way, I'm not stealing from a thief. I have enough bad karma as it is. This thing looks vaguely familiar. Oh, I know. It's a fishbowl. Well, it's an upside down one anyway. I think it's a helmet. An alien helmet. That looks like a tape recorder or something next to it. I think it's a transceiver. An alien transceiver. Nick, do you think maybe you could act like a grown-up for a little bit? Getting lectured by Maya to be more of an adult. That's a new low. Hey Nick, look on top of the chair. Looks like an envelope and a letter. Well, don't just stand there. Come on, let's read it. Maya, you know we shouldn't do that. What are you talking about? That letter could be an important clue. No way, you can't just go reading a private letter because you feel like it. It's not just because I feel like it. It really could be important. If I was sure it was a clue, I guess I wouldn't mind. Dynamite! It's mask to mask! The tape recorder hanging from his neck. Let me see that. Ah ha 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 ha. I'll be taking this crown now. Better luck next time, gentlemen. Ah ha 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 ha. I don't get it. What's this supposed to be, Nick? It's supposed to be his flying act. He launches that up into the air. Dun 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 dun. Nick, it's a torpedo! It's hard to believe, but it sure looks real. Where could he have picked up something like this? Please don't say that torpedoes aren't the things people just leave lying around. There are a bunch of books lying here. They're all romantic-sounding novels about famous heists and fantastic thieves. Wow, look at all the bookmarks and notes stuck in them. Let's see here. Note, must remember this thief's way of laughing. Very useful. Note, a calling card is an important part of any good thief's modus operandi? Operandi? I don't think it's Randy. Wow, Ron really studied his stuff. do 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 do. I can't look at the motorcycle for some reason. Let's talk to this person. We just, like, snooped around her whole apartment. Now we're talking to her. About your husband. Hee, isn't he the cutest? A bit weak sometimes, though. A bit? By the way, did you know they mentioned Maya on TV? Huh? Really? They said you own the urn and that you're doing some shady training at the law office now. Remind me not to watch that channel's news program. After I saw that, I thought it might be a good idea to meet the lawyer they mentioned. I see. My Ronnie, he has a powerful imagination and gets deluded easily. He keeps insisting he was going to surrender to the police. I didn't know what to do. It was me, I stole that urn, he kept saying. As if it was even possible. Huh? But, are you saying he didn't? Hahaha, of course he didn't. Why would my Ronnie ever do something like that? Well, you know, it's a priceless treasure and he's, you know, is it possible his own wife doesn't know his secret identity? Me? I'm the kind of woman that needs excitement in her life. Oh, excitement, huh? Yeah, I'm at my happiest when I'm racing along with my bike going at full throttle. Riding a motorcycle is like putting your life on the line, you know what I mean? Well, I think that depends on how you ride it. I'm the type that can't stand living a boring, dreary old life with no action. No offense, but your husband Ron doesn't exactly look like the risk-taking type himself. You're right about that. He's definitely not one for thrills and danger. I do have to say, he makes up for it in other ways. Other ways? Yes, money. Ronnie is incredibly rich and super generous. He bought me a bike that's so fast it would make your head spin. And shopping? I like to shop so much it makes Ron's head spin. The other day, it actually happened. His head actually started to spin. And talk about a high-maintenance wife. Where does Mr. Delight get all this money from? Ronnie is a security guard. They put their lives on the line, right? So they get paid tons of money in return. Tons of it. He's a security guard? I think it's my turn for my head to spin. Dang, I need another cup of water already. Can you tell us about what happened last night? What time did that incident take place again? What time was it again, Maya? Well, according to Detective Gumshoe, it was around 1:30 in the morning. Last night was horrible. I got pulled over. Pulled over? Yes, I always do my best flying at night. Flying? You're talking about your motorcycle, right? Yes, anyway. Last night I got pulled over by a policeman. I can't believe he caught up to me. It was a great chase, let me tell you. When he finally caught me, the poor man was as white as a sheet. It was about 3 in the morning when I finally got home. Sounds like she's got an airtight alibi. Well, what about Mr. Delight? I don't really know. We weren't together at that time of the night. But when I got home, he was already fast asleep. So basically, he's got no alibi. Excuse me, but would you take a look at this? Oh, I'm sorry, I haven't the faintest idea. I guess I just don't get out enough. Oh, that's so mysterious looking. I love old stuff like this. Really? That's one of our most treasured possessions. It's going to be a whole exhibit at Lord Lee Taylor with these types of things. I look so happy. She lit up like a 1000-watt light bulb. Terrific! You can count on Ronnie and me to be there. Sounds like fun. Huh? Oh, yeah, ha ha ha. Oops, looks like that light bulb is starting to flicker. Oh, that's... let's see. Yeah, she says about any of the stuff I show her. So what do you know about this? No, you can't show her that, Nick! That emblem is top secret, don't you remember? Oh, oops, sorry about that. But the way she said top secret was a worse giveaway than what I did. Oh, when I hear the word top secret, it just piques my interest like nothing else. Oh, that's so oh, yeah. So I don't see anything to do here. So I talked with Dolly, but like... is her name Dolly? Am I thinking of the right person? What's your name? Desi. Dolly was... the previous case. And they gotta stop using such similar names in back-to-back cases. Alright, so let's go to the Detention Center. Okay, maybe Damask? Not Damask. Maybe, At-Me Detective Agency? Yo... The exhibit. The basement? I didn't ask her about people. I kind of forget that that's something I can do. Should go ask. Where's the mask's hideout? Profiles. Man, I have so many profiles. I have me. I have Mia. Why can I present Mia? I have Maya. I have Pearl. I have Adrian Andrews. I have Detective Gumshoe. I have Mask Damask. I have Luke At Me. I have Ron Delight. And I have Desiree Delight. I know he doesn't look it, but he can really get things done when he puts his mind to it. Really? So when exactly does he put his mind to it? Well, not very often, I admit. What exactly does Miss Delight see in her husband, anyway? Oh, you must have really seen skyrockets when you first met to love him so much. Skyrockets? I didn't know people still use that word. Mr. Light, you must know this, right? About your husband and Mask to Mask? Mask to Mask? Of course, I know all about it. My husband and is his biggest fan. Yep, what? Huh? Biggest fan? Yeah, and Ronnie can be pretty delusional sometimes. That's how this whole misunderstanding happened. Wait a minute, did you say delusional? Yes, that's right. I just don't know what I'm going to do with him. See, Ronnie actually believes that he is Mask to Mask. What? What are you talking about? So when did Ron first become Mask to Mask? What are you talking about? He's not Mask to Mask. Huh? But wait a second. Look around this room. This place is obviously Mask to Mask's hideout. No, you're totally wrong. A real thief's hideout wouldn't look like this. It's because Ronnie is so timid himself that he looks up to heroic figures. Heroic figures, but Mask to Mask is a bad guy. So he's deluded, huh? Could that really be true? Anyway, if he really had stolen the urn, wouldn't he still have it? Well, I suppose so. Then why don't you ask him if he has the urn or not? He has a point. Mr. Delight isn't exactly the criminal type. But something about Ron's behavior bothers me. Maybe it's true. Maybe Mr. Delight isn't Mask to Mask after all. Say, can I ask you something, Nicky boy? You're gonna defend him, right? What is it? I know I may seem like a bad girl on the outside, but the one thing I won't stand for is illegal activity. I had the feeling you wouldn't. You're tough, but I can tell you've got a good heart. Somebody framed my poor Ronnie, I just know it. Could you give this to Ronnie for me? A letter? Yes, for Ronnie. I want him to fight back. Mr. Light. Okay, you've got it. Just relax and leave it all to us. Desiree's letter added to the court record. Do 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 do. Can I talk to you about the delusions you have? No. Well, can I talk to you about her? No, I wanted to ask him about her. Oh, whatever. Oh, that's right here. This is from your wife. Oh, from Desi? Thank you. Letter given to Mask to Mask. Actually, it's more like taken. My dear Ronnie, how are you? I'm doing fine. He's clutching onto that letter so hard, the ink is going to be squeezed out. He looks so happy. You should write a letter to Mystic Maya too, Mr. Nick. Mr. Lawyer? Yes? In the letter that Desi wrote, she said, ask this guy to be your lawyer. Huh? I know this would be asking a lot, but... Could you please take my case? My trial starts tomorrow. Hey, hang on a second. He can't be your lawyer? Why not? What do you mean, why not? We're the victims in this case, right? Victims of this Damask guy. Well, yeah, but according to Desiree, he didn't do it. She said, poor man, he's deluded himself into thinking he did it. Right, Mr. Nick? Come on, she could have been lying to protect her husband. Well, that's true. No, actually not. Actually, it's hard to say. Oh no, it's spreading! Oh please, I'll give you the treasure of your choice in return. What should I do? Obviously, you should save. I wonder what happens if you refuse his case. I want to see. Don't do it, Nick! He's a thief! Mr. Nick, I agree with Mystic Maya. Well, I admit something about this guy stinks like last week's sushi. Guess I really should say no, but if I do that, this poor guy will have nobody on his side. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to take your case. Okay, and if I load and take his case, I think it's the same thing. Well, Mr. Delight, I've decided to give it a try. I'll defend you. Really? You will? Hey, what are you doing, Nick? He's a thief. You can't trust him. Well, he may be a thief, but I think there is more to this case than meets the eye. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. Pearls? I can't believe you defend this person after what he did to Mystic Maya. I'll never forgive you. Ever. Wah. Pearly, wait. It's going to be ugly. I'll go after her. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Well, you couldn't have known she'd react like that. I guess I might as well start investigating. Oh, Maya. Where's Pearls? She said she's going back to the office. Go check on her later, would you? And what about you? Are you okay with me taking Mr. Delight's case? Yeah, I'm fine, Nick. I believe in you. Sniffle. I think I'm going to cry. I know you have a lot of work to do. I really appreciate it. Okay, Nick, let's get this show on the road. Ah, Mr. Nick, welcome back. Oh hey, Pearls, you're back too, I see. I went and bought us a strawberry cake. I'll go make some tea to go with it. Hey, Pearls. Looks like she feels really bad about what happened at the detention center. Mr. Nick, I was wrong about you. I shouldn't have trusted you. This literally happened like 5 seconds ago. How did she get the strawberry cake? How did she make it back so quickly? I'll never forgive you ever. Mystic Maya, the tea is ready. Oh, thanks. Come on, Mr. Nick, please have some of this cake. Yeah, thanks. Pearls? Oh, excuse me, I was in the middle of cleaning the toilet. Hey, it's okay, I just cleaned it this morning. Too late. This might be a good time for me to ask about her. I first met Pearls a year ago. It was when that murder happened at Curane Village. I'm gonna be right back again. Okay. It was when that murder happened at Curane Village. I still remember what she said to me when we first met. You're Mr. Nick, right? You're Mystic Maya's special someone. Hey Maya, I've always thought it was because she was young, but what? Pearls, I think she's got the wrong idea about you and me. Huh? There's something you need to understand. What is it? It's kind of like a Curian village custom, sort of. Pearl seems to love you a lot. Well, it's because I'm her only cousin, and well, because of the murder case last year, Pearlie's mother is... Oh yeah. I remember now. Pearl's mother, Morgan Fay. She's serving a prison term in isolation right now. So you see, I'm the only family Pearlie has right now. But it's the same for me too. Maya. My mother's gone too. There are hardly any men in Curane Village. Now that you mention it, I never actually saw any men there when I visited. Pretty sure I told you about it a long time ago. About how spiritual powers run very strong in the Fey family? Yeah, you did, and that's why you're undergoing training to be a spirit medium, right? Yeah, the thing is, only women can actually inherit the spiritual power. That's why the whole culture of the Curian village is kind of revolves around its women. Yeah, that's understandable. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but because of that, there tends to be a lot of unsuccessful marriages. Oh? Well, men start to feel left out after a while, and then they just start leaving. Especially if the man has a daughter. Are you saying that Pearl's father? He's gone. He left the village when she was very young. Boy, that's tough. Yeah, and she grew up seeing nothing but unhappy marriages all around her. That's why she's so sensitive to things like that. So your mother's still missing? Yeah, and no one has any idea where she is. Maya's mother, Misty Fey. The current master of the Curian channeling technique. She disappeared 17 years ago after getting involved in a certain police chase. But you're sure she's still alive, right? Yeah, I know she is. Sort of a spirit medium thing. And if your mother doesn't come back, then what? Then according to the laws of the village, I'll become the next master. Mystic Maya, the master of the Curian technique. Sounds like a heavy responsibility. Yeah, but there's no one else with the blood in the Fey main family who's a spirit medium. Well, Nick, why don't we go out and start investigating? Not going to learn anything just sitting around in the office. Yeah, I know, but first I want to talk to Pearls. Mr. Nick? Yeah? I acted like a baby. Pearls. I doubted you even though Mystic Maya trusted you completely. I guess I still have a lot of training to do. Mr. Nick. Yes? From the bottom of my heart, I apologize for what I said. Aw, it's okay. I'm the one who... Well, I'm going out now for a little bit. Huh? Where are you going? I may be small, but I still have a lot of spirit channeling power. I'm going to show you I can be useful too by finding some evidence. Hey, wait a... Ack. She sure runs fast. Nick, let's back off and give her some room, okay? Yeah. Now I bet the detective is here. Nope, he's not there yet. The mask slide out. I don't think I can learn anything from her. Add me detective agency. Detention Center. Okay, something changed here. Maya! Oh, Miss Andrews. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. Your precious urn. Your precious urn. Please, calm down, what's wrong? Sniffle. It never ends. Everything I touch ends in failure. Maya, I'm sorry. I'll do anything to make it up to you. No, it's okay, I don't look it, but I'm good with my hands. I could make you another urn. Hold on, just wait, okay? Breathe, calm down, and talk to us. Forgive me, forgive me. So when did you get the calling card from Mask to Mask? Let's see, exactly 10 days ago. Was going to show it to the police. That detective stopped me. So you asked Detective Atme to help with security? Yes, in fact, it was about 20 days ago that I hired him. He seemed to know much more about Mask to Mask than the police. So you hired him for security even before the calling card arrived? Well, yes. I had a premonition that something bad might happen. I've learned to trust my hunches. That's why there are security cameras even in the basement warehouse? Yes, Lordly Taylor is very serious about their security metrics. Was their way of saying, bring it on, to any potential thieves. Well, he sure brought it last night, and even left with a nice souvenir. Can you tell us a bit more about the security for the treasure exhibit? It was all my fault! I should have never called this paltry little collection a treasure exhibit anyway. Why do you say that? The urn was stolen is a pretty important object. Maybe, but its actual value after appraisal was, well, practically zero. Zero? I polished it until it was just about glowing. Thought maybe I could make it look more valuable. But that urn contains the soul of Mystic Amy. Anyway, I left all the security arrangements to Detective Atme. But 5 days ago, I began receiving all sorts of other exhibit items from Curane. Lots of people started going in and out of the warehouse down there. Maybe one of them was actually Mask to Mask in disguise. No, I personally checked out everyone that came through here, so that's not possible. Knowing Adrian, she probably even checked out what they ate for breakfast that morning. Miss Andrews? I know, it's all my fault. But what's done is done. I'll make it up by making you a new urn for you. I'm just wasting my time. She's too far gone. Miss Andrews? No, she doesn't seem to do anything. Even if I present my badge? So, I'm not getting anything out of her. Okay. Detective time. Hello? Well, well, how lovely it is to see you again, my dear. Welcome to my abode. Relax and soak up the atmosphere. We're actually kind of... Shh! Silence! Hee, precisely as I expected. What is it? Zavari! The truth has come once again. Been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium, am I correct? I think we've already been through this. Huh. So my estimation was correct. Zavari. How truly elegant. Now then, what can I do for you? You mentioned before that you were on a guard duty all alone last night. Precisely, this is my 5th encounter with my arch enemy. Refuse to allow anyone to interfere with the rightful pursuit of my prey. I heard you've been after Mask Damask since his very first theft. Also, let's look at the profiles for a second. I don't know. They look kinda similar. Do you think maybe it's possible that Look At Me is actually Mask Damask? I don't know. Yes, my dear. I see you've done your homework. In his very first heist, that vile thief pilfered the famous jewel, the Tear of Emanon. I first encountered him in the museum's Sacred Hall, the crime scene itself. So, that's why you were hired as security for the treasure exhibit? I'm pretty sure he said that Adrian Andrews hired him. Yes, I borrowed some equipment from Lordy Taylor and set the perfect trap. Must mean the security camera. But I thought you were watching the area yourself, too. How did Mask Damask manage to steal the urn? That's the million-dollar question. What is Mask Damask's modus operandi? Method of operation. Mr. Atme, did you know about the Sacred Urn? I'm interested in only one thing, my dear, and that is Mask Damask. Sacred Urn? That has nothing to do with this case. But wasn't that what Mask Damask stole this time? I am a hunter, sir. The urn was nothing more than a lure to catch my prey. Do you yourselves remember the shape of the individual peanuts you throw to pigeons? I don't think I like this guy's attitude, Nick. Well, anyway, it looks like he doesn't know about the urn. There's something that's kind of bothering me. Please, my dear, ask me anything you like. After all, we are all but seekers wandering alone in the dark. Well, I was wondering how Mask Damask managed to steal the urn. I mean, isn't it strange that you don't seem to know? Yeah, now that you mention it, it is strange. After all, you were on guard that night at the scene of the crime. Unless you were sound asleep, you should have at least seen Mask Damask. Uh-oh. He's lying. Psychlock. What the? It's a Psychlock. Psychlock? Oh, I didn't want to click on that again. In order for a secret to remain a secret, it must be kept secret. Last night, Luke Atmin must have encountered Mask Damask. But why would he be trying to hide it? Nick, go for it. Let's break that Psychlock of his. I don't really think she understands what she's talking about. Well, it's been a while, but let's give this a shot. Hey Nick, what is this Psychlock thing? Well, your Magata lets me see when people are keeping secrets. By breaking their mental locks, I can find out what those secrets are. What? This Magatama has that kind of power? My, you're the one who gave me this Magatama last year. Well, it's true that this Magatama is a prized Fae family heirloom, but Curly was the one that actually imbued it with spiritual powers, right? That's why I don't really know much about what it can do. This is the woman that's going to take over the Curing Channeling School someday. So how do you do it? How do you break the Psychlock thing? Well, you present the Magatama to the person with the secret. Cool. I can't wait to see it in action. Come on, try it out. Oh boy, I think the future master still needs to learn how to be a patient.
Take that!
Mask Damasks. Method of operation. I'm not gonna say it in the frickin' Latin name. Detective Atme, you were standing guard at the scene of the crime. There's no way you didn't see Mask Damask commit the crime. Well now, I can hardly see why you're so positive about that. Yes indeed, I was guarding the warehouse, that much is true. But I can tell you for certain that not a single person passed through that door. I'm not sure why, but this Atme guy is lying through his teeth. I know, I'll show him some proof. Detective Atme, I have here proof that someone went through that door last night. There was a security camera set up at the scene of the crime. Should have automatically taken a photo of anyone that went through that door. Precisely. I hope you don't mind, but we've already gotten our hands on the camera data. As you can see, the camera went off exactly once last night. What? But my monocle didn't catch anyone in its flash. It must be some kind of computer malfunction. It must be. Maybe it was your monocle that malfunctioned. What? Are you saying that I didn't do my duty properly? Detective Atme, you must have seen the thief last night. Question is, why are you trying to hide it? He's hiding it. There must be some reason. Some reason that he desperately wants to keep hidden. And I've got just the piece of evidence that should prove it. I do? Okay, let's suppose you didn't manage to see Mask to Mask. In that case, the reason you didn't at that time was because you were unconscious. Not fast asleep. He was hit over the head by the weapon. I'm afraid that making a guess is not enough. Time to put your money where your mouth is. Show me your evidence. This? It's bent? Is that enough evidence for you?
Take that!
Detective Atme, you were knocked unconscious by the thief, weren't you? Ha ha ha, surely you must be joking. You think that I, Luke Atme, could be knocked unconscious so easily? The sword proves it. That's... Before the theft, this sword was in the hand of the statue of Amy Faye. Furthermore, at that time, it was not bent. There's only one explanation. You were struck on the head and knocked unconscious by this sword. Well, detective, what about it? I'm impressed. You truly are an ace attorney. I can't deny there may be a small hint of truth in what you say. So you were knocked out when the thief first clobbered you? Clobber? What an ugly way of saying it, but I suppose you could put it that way. The coward struck at the precise moment that I turned to look at the computer. So you never noticed the thief had entered the warehouse? No, the coward must have wormed his way through somewhere besides the door. Perhaps the air ducts, or the sewer pipes. Then my arch nemesis struck me in the head from behind with this gruesome item here. Ouch, Mr. Atme should have his poor head examined. Yeah, you say poor Mr. Atme, but you hit me over the head. Like, what? Maya, why don't you care about me? You can say that again. How could he have underestimated the thief that badly? Well, it looks like we got one thing cleared up anyway. Huh? What? Atme is the greatest ace detective in the world. No, that he never actually saw the thief. Oh, that's right. So the thief may not even be Mask to Mask. Just one moment, sir lawyer. The thief was unquestionably Mask to Mask. But you never actually saw him. Perhaps so, but I installed a security camera for just such a contingency. Oh. Last night, the camera went off at exactly once. Behold, this is the photo of that dastardly thief taken by the security camera. That's him. Mask to Mask. The thief can be none other than the arch criminal, Mask Damask. After all, he has a very good reason for committing such brazen crimes. What are you talking about? What is his motive? So what did you mean by he had a very good reason? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. You'll need to go and investigate. But how do you know about that? Have you forgotten? You're speaking to the finest ace detective ever to walk on the face of the earth. How did you already know, like, who... You knew who Master Mask was. And the importance of the envelope. Like, you know everything, like, but you still... I don't know, I still don't trust this guy. He makes no sense in the story. Because he knows everything. And yet, he acts... When he's doing his investigation, he acts like he doesn't know anything. Like, oh yeah, I know who Mask Damask is, but I don't actually know who he is, because that would ruin the fun. The most brilliant mind since, well, ever. Look at me. Well, I guess we'd better go take a look, just in case. Can I steal this envelope? Hey Nick, remember what Detective Atme said? Exactly that. Mr. Delight had a very good reason to dress up and commit those crimes. There should be a green envelope somewhere in his room. Yeah, he just said this like 5 seconds ago. You'll need to go and investigate. Green envelope, huh? Looks like this is it. Okay, let's have a look. Don't want your true identity revealed to the world. Come to KB Security at 1 a.m. on October 12th and bring $50,000. So actually, someone was basically framing him, or not framing him, blackmailing him. And by the fact that the detective knew that it was a green envelope, like, it sounds pretty clear that he's the one who's blackmailing this guy. Which makes me also think he's not really a real detective. 50,000? This is a blackmail letter. Sure looks like a major clue, alright. But then again, why would he hit himself over the head? And also, why would he ever, like, give away this detail? Like, he shouldn't ever know this detail in the first place, but he definitely shouldn't give it away if he's the killer. Not the killer, obviously, that's a different character. The Mask Damask character. Ding dong. Oh, someone's at the door. I'll be right back. Won't take but a second, I promise. Oh, thank you for coming. That's so nice of you. When I see a damsel in distress, I just can't help myself. Please, come on in. I'll make some coffee. I kind of feel like she's the real one, but I'm not sure. It's just my hunch. Because it wouldn't make sense, the detective. Like, he's very suspicious, but I don't think it could possibly be him, because no one just gives away that they literally know everything. which makes them seem super suspicious. Really? Okay, I guess I'll make myself at home, pretty lady. Wait a minute, I know that voice. Oh, Nicky boy, I'm so sorry, but I've got another guest. Ah! You're... Nick, it's you, and Maya too! What a fluke! Ah, Larry! It's Larry! Yay! Long time no see. What? You know each other? Nicky boy? Nick, do you and this girl have, you know, something going on? Something? If you mean by what... I underestimated you, Nick. A gorgeous lady like this? And married too? Way to go, dude. I knew it, just when things can't get any worse. It's time to cue the butts. Larry Butts, ever since grade school, he's been not exactly a close friend, but yeah, we know each other. Hey man, that wasn't nice. I was your very first client. I've got quite the storied history, he and I. And what we used to say still rings true: when something smells, it's usually the butts. Hey, come on now, you're embarrassing me. And in front of this pretty little thing here. So you two are old childhood friends, I see. That's so sweet. You two go ahead and catch up on old times. I'm going to go check 'em on my bike. Nice girl, that Desi. So how have you been, Nick? Too busy if you really want to know. Why are you here? What have you been up to this whole time? It's been 2 years since I heard from you. And what's with those clothes? You look, well, weird. Hey man, that's uncalled for. This is my uniform from my part-time job. Can't believe it's been 2 years. They say time flies when you're having fun. Ha ha ha, ha ha. What's wrong? Nick, I've got to tell you, women, I don't trust them anymore. You got dumped again? Well, you know, Bennifer, I followed her all the way to Japan 2 years ago. That's where I met the famous Caddy Tom, and my whole life changed. Bennifer? Caddy Tom? Never heard of either of them. Anyway, dude, Caddy Tom chose Hollywood over me. Can you believe it? Well, actually, anyway, sounds like you had quite the adventure. Women, they're so, oh, but you're different, Maya. You're not like the rest. Looks like he's still the same old Larry. So what are you doing here anyway? Huh? What do you mean by that? I'm just a natural-born nice guy, that's all. Well, actually, I picked this up last night while I was working. A wallet? So you found this last night? Yeah, it had a driver's license in it, so I figured I'd just return it myself. Ron's wallet, found by Larry at his part-time security job at the company building. Hang on, let me see that for a minute. I knew it. Desi's picture is in here. Yeah, I guess he really digs his wife, huh? Hey Nick, it's not what you're thinking at all. No, but I'm pretty sure it is. You haven't changed a bit. But, what if it's actually Desi's wallet and she has a picture of herself in her wallet? That sounds like it could be some part of the ridiculousness of this game. Aw, no way, man. I mean, she's a married woman. That's just bad news. he really is here just to check out Miss Delight. So you said you found it at your job, right? Yeah, I'm working for a private security company as a guard. Chicks just love a guy in a uniform, you know. Security guard, huh? So that's what that uniform is all about. So what time was it when you found this last night? Huh? Why are you asking that? Trying to see if I've got an alibi? You're not the one on the hook for a crime this time, buddy. I guess it was around 1 in the morning, on the first floor of our company building. What was Mr. Delight's wallet doing there? Anyway, there's nothing weird about that. After all, he works there. He works there? You mean Mr. Delight? Sure. Here, take a look at this. It's right there in his wallet. What's this card? It's a key card for the security company. See? It's got a serial number on it right here. There's no mistake about it. You said you are working part-time at a security company, right? That's right. Why are you making that scary face? Security company. Huh. Something's not quite secure about Larry working there. I need to find out as much as I can about this key card. You didn't touch anything in the wallet, did you? Hey man, be serious! You know what I was interested in? Master Mask doesn't look out, he's gonna be the victim of a robbery himself. So, you're sure about this keycard? Yup, that's the keycard we use at the building I work in. According to the serial number, this one is for the CEO's office. You need it to get into that room, and every time you use that card, it leaves a record. Leaves a record? Yeah, it tells you exactly who entered the room and when. Larry, I need that data. Whoa, slow down, man. Sorry about that data is off limits to outsiders. If I lost this job, I'd never have a chance with Desi. It's times like these when I wish lawyers weren't so powerless. Okay, it's updated, that's good. That Desi is one awesome lady, alright. It's been a long time since I felt this way. I think I'm really in love this time. A long time, huh? Yeah, well, except for what I feel for you, Maya. I don't think even he knows what he's saying anymore. Okay, let's move. I'll be right back again. Okay. Probably gonna end soon, but I kinda wanna make it to the court. I don't feel like I have to talk to him right now. Let's go back here and go to the Detention Center. No, he's not there. That's where I would have thought I would have had to go. I'm sorry I can't be more helpful, but I have no interest save that of finding evidence against my arch-rival. That's not evidence against your arch-rival? Don't want your true identity. If you don't, I'll take that red diamond you received and the other day instead. Wait a second. Red diamond? That's just even more incriminating for this detective guy. Because he literally has a red diamond on his finger. Can I present anything to you yet? I don't think I can. There must be something more I have to talk to him about. Larry, this is one of the treasures from the Curian village. Be serious, Nick. Couldn't care less about a mystic mumbo-jumbo stuff. Ah, of course Maya is a different story. Talk about your mixed messages. What about this? Does anything come to mind? Listen, I'm a security guard. I'm not here to sell you juicy bits of info and chew the fat, man. Funny, you had no qualms about selling 2 samurai dogs just 2 years ago. Hey Larry, what about this? What? If you got something to say, then say it already. Huh? A blackmail letter? Do you know anything about this? What? I don't know anything about Alexis. And that's the truth. Huh? What? Can't believe you'd do this to me. I thought you were my friend. $50,000? I don't have that kind of money. No, you don't understand. This blackmail letter was sent to Ron Delight. Woo, man, you scared me. I almost had a heart attack, you idiot. Why would the blackmailer just like... Yeah, here you go. Here's your blackmail letter. Wait, I'm the idiot? Man, I was totally confused because it says KB Security right on the envelope. Yeah, so what? That's where I've got a part-time job at KB Security. What? Sounds like I should really find out some more information about this KB Security company. Can I talk to you about it? Yeah. Tell me the location so I can go there. KB Security, the company in the Blackmail Letter. Do you know about it? That's where I work. Yeah, in fact, I'm on the job right now. Huh? So what are you doing here then? Well, the boss is always right away right now, so... And you know what mice do when the cat's away? Yes, yes. Anyway, how far away is this company? Let's see, about 30 minutes by car, I guess. Well, if you fly down the road anyway. Well, this apartment building is pretty close to Lordly Taylor, right? And it would take roughly an hour to go from here to KB Security and back. Ron Delight was at KB Security when the robbery occurred then. Whoa! Then he couldn't have stolen the Sacred Urn. Hey Nick, your phone! Beep. Hello? Is this the Wright residence? Ah, Pearls, where are you? I thought I'd go to Lordly Taylor to try and find some more clues, but I'm afraid I've gotten lost. What? Give me that phone, Nick. Pearly, where are you right now? I was walking along and found myself in front of that person's office. That person? Who? That person who doesn't act his age and only says Zavari when he's excited. Look at me. Ace Detective. Okay, stay right there, we're coming to get you. Alright, I'm a little scared. Alright, let's go, Maya. Wait a second, Nick. What? That phone call just now. Sounded like a real cutie. Another one of your, special friends? Say goodbye to Miss Delight for me, would you, Larry? Ah, Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, Pearly. Never thought I'd see the two of you again. So is Mr. Ace Detective out of the office? Yes, when I arrived here, there wasn't a single soul in sight. But he left his bag. Say, Nick, doesn't it look like something's changed since we were here last? Now that you mentioned it. This bag, I'm sure it wasn't here before. Looks quite full, I wonder what could be in here. Hey Nick, come on, open it up! Hey, wait a minute, we can't just open his private property. Don't be such a fuddy-duddy. This is an important investigation. That's true, and truth be told, I have to admit I am kinda curious. Well, what's in there? Hang on a sec, I'm taking it out now. Whatever it is, it feels kinda hard and smooth. Well, hello there! Eek! He's here! What are you doing, Sir Lawyer? I'm shocked to see a servant of the court ignoring the law so flagrantly. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Maya made me do it. Nick, I can't believe you! A gentleman never uses a lady as an excuse for his own poor behavior. The real question is, can you afford to waste time lollygagging about here? What do you mean by that? Perhaps I should make myself more clear. Tomorrow's trial. Zavari. Shall we say the fugitive Sir William will be dropping his panties before lunchtime. Wow, Nick. Sounds like it's gonna be really exciting. I'm gonna end it there. Because I think we're almost to the trial. And it's getting really late. So we are going to title screen. Thanks for watching, guys. If anyone's watching. I'll see you next stream. I'm gonna go, let's see. Let's rate my two dogs.